Title: How Social Media Destroys Your Life and How to Quit. Graded reader, improve your English. It started with a notification. Just a soft ding in the quiet of a lonely afternoon. But for 19-year-old Sarah, that sound was everything. It meant connection. It meant someone saw her, liked her, cared at least. That's what she believed. Sarah had always been the quiet one. In school, she never raised her hand. At home, she hid behind her books. But when she discovered social media, everything changed. She didn't have to speak loudly. Her pictures, her posts, her stories did it for her. She could be whoever she wanted to be. Pretty, popular, funny, perfect. Every morning, the first thing she did was scroll, before brushing her teeth, before saying good morning, just scroll. She watched the lives of others' perfect faces, perfect bodies, perfect vacations, perfect love stories. She smiled at them. But with every smile came a little pinch in her heart. Why don't I have that? Why don't I look like her? Why is my life so boring? What started as fun slowly became a prison. Sarah found herself comparing everything: her body, her clothes, even the way she laughed. She spent hours editing photos, choosing the right caption, waiting for likes. If a post didn't get enough attention, she deleted it, ashamed. Her mind became a battlefield of thoughts. You're not enough. You're not interesting. No one cares. Her friends noticed she was changing. You're always on your phone, they said. You don't talk to us anymore. But Sarah brushed it off. I'm just busy, she'd reply. I'm building my brand. Then one night, something happened. She posted a picture, one she had taken with tears in her eyes, but filtered to perfection. Hours passed. No likes, no comments, nothing. It felt like the world had turned its back. She threw her phone across the room and burst into tears. For the first time, she realized she wasn't crying because of the photo. She was crying because she didn't know who she was anymore without the attention. Sarah didn't sleep that night. The next morning, she made a decision. She opened her phone and went to each Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat. One by one, she deleted them. Her hands shook. Her heart pounded. She felt like she was cutting off her lifeline. But as soon as the last app disappeared, a strange peace settled in. The silence that followed was heavy but clean. It was like standing in the middle of a quiet field after escaping a noisy city. The first few days were hard, really hard. She reached for her phone out of habit, only to remember there was nothing to check. She felt bored, anxious, even a little lost. But in that emptiness, something new began to grow. She picked up a book she hadn't finished in months. She went for a walk and watched the sunset with her own eyes, not through a screen. She called her grandmother and listened to her stories without distraction. She looked in the mirror, not to take a selfie, but to truly see herself. Weeks passed, and Sarah began to feel lighter, freer, happier. Her smile became real, again, not performed for a camera, but for the beauty of life itself. She started journaling. And one morning, she wrote, I thought social media gave me a voice, but really, it drowned out my own. I thought it connected me, but it made me feel more alone than ever. I thought it made me someone, but it took away who I truly am. Now, I'm learning to live again, to breathe, to be real. And in this silence, I'm finally hearing myself. Sarah didn't disappear from the world. She found a new way to show up through honest friendships, face-to-face conversations, and time spent doing what made her soul come alive. And no, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. So what about you? Are you scrolling because you're bored, or because you're avoiding something real? Are you comparing your life to a highlight reel? Do you feel tired, empty, or lost? Maybe it's time to take a break. Maybe it's time to find yourself again. Social media is a tool, But when a tool controls your happiness, it's no longer helping, it's hurting. Be brave. Hit pause. Look up. The real world is waiting, and it's more beautiful than any filter.